and Dusty Nienaber, who in addition to scoring 2 touchdowns himself, also contributed an interception and a fumble recovery. For his efforts, Lewis was named Defensive Player of the Game, and Nienaber took offensive honors. Jason Dowdy also came up with a big game against the Chargers. McClintock contributed to its own demise by coughing up 7 turnovers, and Corona ran its season record to 6-1, eliminating the Chargers from postseason play. Next up for Corona was a battle against the Central Division's leading defense of Marcos Deniza. The previous week, the Padres had held Desert Vista to under 100 yards rushing in a tough 6-0 loss against the Thunder. The Aztec offensive line, led by 6'7", 280-pound Brandon Phillips and 6'2", 295-pound Marcus Venturo, repeatedly blew the Padre defense off the ball as Corona rushed for 270 yards. Kenny Clayton rushed for 3 touchdowns on 159 yards. Mike Waddell chipped in 93 yards, and Drew Kylan caught a key touchdown pass from Jeff Reveling in the third quarter. That was all the Aztecs needed as they cruised to a 31-13 win and upped their season record to 7-1. The following week, Corona ran its record to 8-1 as Kenny Clayton rushed for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 14 carries. Mike Waddell added 64 yards on 6 carries while scoring twice. Jeff Reveling, Bubba Carter, Ryan Colquitt, and John Lewis also provided offensive firepower as Corona rolled to an easy 41-17 win. Haskell Henshaw Stadium was the setting for what was expected to be a major battle between Corona and playoff-bound Mountain Point. The Aztecs needed a win to clinch a home playoff game, and Mountain Point coach Carl Kiefer had his team primed and ready. A victory over Kiefer would be sweet for Corona coach Gary Venturo, and his team knew it. From the beginning, it was a classic battle. The two teams fought to a virtual standoff throughout much of the game. The Aztec defense, led by Tyler Mud Dog Barnett, Alex Ibarra, and Tom Lewis, held down the visitors. Finally, in the fourth quarter, tailback Kenny Clayton scored the go-ahead touchdown for Corona with 9 minutes and 7 seconds left to bring the Aztecs back from a 19-14 deficit. The game-winning score was set up by Dusty Nienaber's 29-yard interception return, and Alex Ibarra sealed the victory with a late interception, allowing the Aztecs to run out the clock. It was the second 9-win season for Corona under Coach Venturo, and it left the Aztecs with a 9-1 record. The regular season was over. It was time for a new beginning. A page was turning. The playoffs were about to begin.
Yeah, well, last year when we were juniors, it was the first time we ever beat Mountain Point. And, we made a plaque, and we made a pretty big deal about it. Coach was pretty happy, and this year we just continued it, and we haven't lost to them.
It's the Class 5A high school football playoffs. First round action from Haskell Henshaw Stadium at Corona del Sol. The Aztecs of Corona del Sol play host to the Jackrabbits of Mesa High School.
The 1998 5A high school football playoffs opened on a cool November evening at Haskell Henshaw Stadium. This is what the Corona del Sol Aztecs had been playing for all season. Now, their talent and determination would be truly tested in the heat of the playoff fire. Things were set in motion early when Kenny Clayton raced 54 yards for a touchdown with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Aztecs never looked back after that. Kicker Mark Prohaska pinned the Jackrabbits back with 5 consecutive kickoffs for touchbacks. The defensive line, led by Marcus Venturo, Brandon Phillips, Jason Dowdy, and Travis Luack, chased Mesa quarterback Nathan Skinner all over the field all night. And the offensive machine continued in high gear, led by Reveling, Clayton, and Nienaber, with Roy Brandon also filling a key role on the offensive line. The Aztecs rolled up 29 first-half points to finish off the Jackrabbits before they even knew what was happening to them.
So they just keep churning it out. Corona del Sol.
In the end, Corona prevailed 35-0. A stunning outcome for a first-round playoff game, particularly against a stingy Mesa defense that previously allowed an average of only 13 points a game. But not on this night. On this night, it was the Aztecs' turn to shine brightly.
And it's all Corona del Sol. The Aztecs march on.
There's no way to stop it. It was just a big orange machine, and we had all the keys. We got the running back, and we had the powerful line, and we had the quarterback and the receivers, and it was all there.
Now the Aztecs were ready to move on, ready to take the next step. Round 2 of the playoffs would match them with their toughest opponent yet, the #1 ranked Toros of Mountain View High School. From the beginning, the game was a battle. Although plagued with injuries, Corona put up a fierce struggle. The Aztec defense, led by Venturo, Phillips, Pavlovic, and Carter, slugged it out with the Toros' top-rated offense all night. A key pass reception by Ryan Colquitt, along with a fumble-causing hit by John Lewis, raised the Aztecs' hopes. But Mountain View just had too much for Corona to handle this night. In the end, the Aztecs succumbed by the score of 21-12. The season was over. But with the ending of the season came the realization of just what this team had accomplished. This team of 30 varsity players, 27 of them seniors, had showed the Arizona high school football community what kind of football was played at Corona del Sol. A final record of 10 wins and only 2 losses, the setting of a high standard for other teams to follow. And with the outstanding play of key underclassmen in this final game, the future looked bright for next year. The 1998 Corona del Sol football season will be remembered for many things. Great games, great players, memories that will last a lifetime. For the players and the coaches, for the parents, friends, family, and fans, the memories will remind them of one certain season, one special time in their lives, when the forces of talent and determination took a football team from Corona del Sol High School and raised their spirits high. The year was 1998, and for the Corona del Sol Aztecs, it was a season of glory.
Use the self-discipline that you learn in football throughout your life. And I think, and always remember one another.
Oh yeah, I'll probably take these friendships for a long time.
I'll remember everybody here for the rest of my life, the coaches, the players, the fans, everybody. And I can't think of a more positive experience.
We hung out all year pretty much, and it was something that we knew that we had to be a tight crew, and we were all brothers.
Don't lose contact with your fellow players. Always know where they are and what they are. And just have a good time. And most of all, remember, football is like a classroom. You know, I really think you guys put in a lot on the football field. You'll reap a lot of benefits throughout life. Someday, come by with your kids, and maybe I'll have a chance to coach them. It's been an outstanding year. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been great.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.